I spent a total of 9 months building and figuring out how to make Collei hit hard. Since getting Collei, I knew she's got a lot of potential even by just briefly scanning her base kit. Collei definitely deserves more credit than just being benched. Now, while being a free standard 4-star, I guarantee she packs a punch when giving the correct role and the right build. Therefore, let me tell you 5 interesting facts why Collei is so good. Number 1. Collei is an attack scaling quick swap DPS that allows you to perform extended periods of Dendro damage the more your characters trigger Dendro related reactions. Her whole kit, particularly her A1 and A4 talent passives, already provides valuable synergy to Dendro teams. Doing correct rotation with Collei rewards you with extended skill and burst uptime. Number 2. Her artifacts and weapon combo options give Collei different roles and playstyles. Let's break them down. The first one is for a quick swap support DPS. Either Deepwood or Noblesse provide Dendro resistant shred or attack buff respectively. Collei's role here is to buff the party's overall damage. This is her most effective and standard role so far, honestly, regardless of build. There will always be another support artifact that will buff particular teams like 4-piece Instructor, Exile, Tenacity, but the bottom line is to make Collei an additional buffer support who can dish out decent damage. Also, the way Collei applies Dendro helps sustain consistent application. Apart from her pretty good personal damage, she's a solid addition to Dendro teams. And for the next one, the one that I personally use is a burst DPS playstyle. Go for 4-piece emblem with 200% ER and above. This playstyle is critical as this is a high investment, high reward build. Not only will you need high energy recharge, but also other stats to balance and focus her overall burst damage. A burst DPS Collei's objective is to have her burst always available every rotation, thanks to the 4-piece emblem's effect, for much faster and reliable Dendro application. There will always be niche playstyles out there such as physical DPS or charged attack Collei, but personally, it's not going to be worth it considering her kit. Number 3. Let's quickly go over her weapon options. Collei's ascension stat is attack %, so considering she already has bonus attack, the weapon main stats I would strongly recommend getting would be crit rate or crit damage, energy recharge, or also attack %. There is no need to focus on EM main stat, but having EM from artifacts as a substat is a good addition to her personal reaction damage. Number 4. Every constellation you obtain further upgrades Collei's functionality and support capability. She gains energy faster, her skill's duration gets extended longer whenever you trigger Dendro-related reactions. She gives EM to the whole party, and her elemental skill does more instance of Dendro damage. Number 5. Let's go over my top 3 personal favorite team comps. Notice the main DPSs I usually put Collei with are melee characters, so her elemental skill can hit enemies and trigger reactions. Number 1. Keqing Quick Bloom, Baizhu, Xingqiu, Collei, and Keqing. So for Keqing Quick Bloom, the rotation would be Baizhu will perform elemental skill and then elemental burst, and this will apply Dendro to the enemies. Xingqiu will then perform his elemental skill and burst so that the Dendro cores will come out from the reaction of Dendro and Hydro. Collei will then follow up with her elemental skill and burst, and as the boomerang goes out, you should quickly swap to your main DPS, which is in this case Keqing, so that she could apply Electro and trigger Collei's elemental skill reaction buff, which extends Floral Ring's duration and increases further Dendro-related reaction damage. And that completes Keqing Quick Bloom rotation. If you don't have Baizhu, that's perfectly fine. You could always substitute Dendro Traveler, Yao Yao, or even Nahida just to add that additional Dendro application. Number 2. Thoma Burgen, Xingqiu, Collei, Thoma, and Yao Yao. Number 2 is my personal favorite, Thoma Burgen, where you start off with Xingqiu, applying Hydro on the enemy, following up Collei's elemental skill and burst to apply Dendro, and so that the Dendro cores come out from the reaction of Hydro and Dendro, which Toma follows up with his elemental skill and burst. This then triggers Burgeon. You'll see here that it triggers really powerful and explosive Burgeon damage that unfortunately has a catch. You get inflicted with self-damage. Burgeon deals damage to your active character, and sometimes Toma's shield gets broken, so you need a driver to overcome or to out-heal. Thanks to Yao Yao's skill and burst, she gets to out-heal the damage from Burgeon's self-inflicting explosions. And lastly, Razor Hyper Burgeon, Bennett, Xingqiu, Collei, and Razor. This is one team that I am personally very proud to be able to execute, to be able to play, to be able to create. This is Razor Hyper Burgeon, where Razor uses Thundering Fury, C6, Bennett, activated. Xingqiu has consistent energy uptime, as well as Collei. Collei doesn't even have Deepwood in here, but she is stacked. What happens here is that Bennett C6 allows Razor to have his normal attacks infused with Pyro. With Razor's Electro coordinated attacks using his Elemental Burst, this allows Pyro and Electro all together. Plus, Xingqiu's Hydro and Collei's Dendro, that puts out a huge barrage of explosions. Explosions everywhere. Bennett keeps you safe using his Elemental Bursts heal. Xingqiu also provides soft heals. Collei has consistent Dendro application, and Electro from Razor is very, very high. If you've noticed, I didn't use any Archon in this guide, particularly in the Abyss showcases. I make sure that the main focus of this guide is Collei, her viability to fit in the teams I suggest, and her personal support and damage capability. I'm pretty sure that if I used any Archon or a premium 5-star team comp, there's a huge chance Collei's utility will be outshined by my other characters, such as Nahida or Alhaitham. As a free new standard character, Collei is stacked. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and follow for more Genshin shenanigans.